Hey guys, just ended up getting one more box. I just had some things happen. I was able to acquire one for in a trade for some things that I had. So just thought I'd start off and just show off my old PlayStation Final Fantasy games. This one was so ignored. It should have had some stuff here. I never had the black one, but I had the greatest hits because we were always I was poor growing up, so got that stuff late. Final Fantasy Anthology, and here, so I bought all those when I was a teenager, and yeah, and here's the memory card that I saved them all on. So who knows if that still works? I do have a PlayStation 3 that could use it, I believe. So so here we go. This one is probably actually my very last box, unless I come across a the opportunity to maybe get something through trade. Was able to get one from Facebook Marketplace. So anyways, here we go. There's that the insert. Vivi's been going crazy everywhere, and let's get going. Here we have Cloud with 30 more packs. I do have a full Japanese collector booster coming though. I was able to get one of those right before the market kind of went a little silly on them. So haven't decided if I'll open it yet, but I think I might. Just with how expensive some of the stuff is to acquire, and I'm wanting to collect it. So here we have the 7 Anima. We have our rare is Esper Origins. We have a foil Resentful. We have the Sephiroth right there. I've been hearing some people are collecting some of those, which is kind of neat. It would be kind of fun to frame those all up and put them up somewhere. So here's our first special guest. We have a Laboratory Maniac, Viridia. We have a Esper, and then we have a Ninja Blades, and then we have a Kefka Court Mage, our first mythic of the box, and we have a foil Scorpion. Kefka looks fun. I mean, I think that if I was playing against him in Commander, I would just want to immediately go for him. So just notice that one thing is these don't have the silver on here. I think this might be the last time we see this alternate frame for the Universes Beyond, but I kind of wish it had the silver on here. Just with how much they marked everything up, it just kind of feels like a little bit of a cost-cutting measure from father to son. I don't think I've seen that one yet. Then we have a Haste Magic, little land in Yuna. So maybe vehicles will be fun one day. I just never super enjoyed them. So Aether Drift wasn't too exciting for me. There we go. I haven't seen Adia yet. This is Adia as Teferi, Mage of Zalfir. Human Wizard, Flash. Creatures cards that you own that aren't on the battlefield have Flash. Each opponent can cast spells only anytime they can cast a sorcery. Happy to see that pop up. So I feel like I'm already off to a pretty fun start. We have the Hope. If any of your instep, each opponent mills X cards, where X is the amount of life you gain this turn. That it really feels like they nailed that flavor there in the art, just with his abilities, healing magic and tying that into water. All right. So wish that Lionheart was just a little better. Here we have Crystal Fragments with the alternate art. I don't believe I've seen this one yet, so I'm always happy to see new things. And another Tifa. I got one of these in my first box. All right, maybe it was might have been my English collector booster, but I know I do have an extended art one. Cornered by Black Mages in foil. And we have the Machinist. I'm not familiar with them. Might just be something from Final Fantasy 14. I did start Final Fantasy 16 the other day, yesterday actually, and I very much enjoyed the intro on it so far. It's still very different than the old games. I still kind of wish there was some turn-based action going on. We have Garnet and then a Minmu. I still haven't seen a Cloud X Soldier show up. There's a few. I haven't seen Sephiroth. So hoping I see some of those before I start tracking down singles, but I'm going to have a lot of friends who like Final Fantasy. I haven't seen Saz yet, so this is good. Saz Castroy, when he enters, you may search your library for a bird or basic land card. Put it into your hand, then shuffle. When he attacks, put a 1/1 counter on target creature, then double the number of 1/1 counters on that creature. So, I mean, he would be good with Tifa, he'd be good with those birds. Delivery Moogle, then we have our land and token. Almost wish every pack came with one of those as well, just you know, the downsizing of the shrinking of the amount of cards in a box is on top of the just the expense that they're charging for here. So here we have a Saz's Chocobo. Memories returning, reveal the top 5 cards of your library, put one of them into your hand, then choose an opponent. They put one on the bottom of your library, then you put one into your hand. So it's kind of a fun little, I choose a card, you choose a card. We have a double rare pack. We have a Jador Aristocratic Capital. We'll just put the foil rares aside. Also weird, the special guests do not come in foil in the base packs. Just in the collector packs. We have a Kuja. It's the kind of the insert set there. 2 foils in this pack. Nothing to write home about. All right, Marlboro. I've always said that like the cigarette brand. Marlboro. I don't even know how you say it. I don't smoke. Here we have a special guest. We have a Zach Fair, Clash of Eidolon's Elixir, and then we have a Fire Crystal. Those have been kind of fun on Arena in the little bit that I've used them. Haven't used the red one quite yet, but just popping haste, you know, with on top of it making your red spells cost less, that could be really nice for a turn after you get that out. We have another special guest. We have the Lightning Bolt from the Throne of the Vestige. Almost seems like they could have had like lightning or something on the card. And some of those special guests, it would have been nice. No, we have a Sid. Haven't seen that one. It would have been nice to see some more characters that didn't get their own cards, such as, oh gosh, one of the leads from Final Fantasy 12. He didn't get any cards, but then you have Van, who I believe he got his own card, but he also got a card on the special guest. I think that would have been just a good way to share some love there. Also, you know, characters like Cloud, I think he's on like 4 cards. I think he has one in the 2-player set. He has his one in the base set. He has a special guest, and he has obviously the commander deck, and then yeah, so there's 4. Phantom Train, this card, it seems, I was kind of messing with it on Arena last night in a draft, and I think I misunderstood it, but you have to actually sacrifice it for it to become a spirit, I believe, to make it do anything, because there's no crewing this. So I wasn't able to utilize it really well last night. So we have Summon Brunhilder, we have a foil, a Choco Comet. Alrighty, let's see. Marlboro. I don't even know how I'd say that. Luu's Sacrifice, and then Sarah Pharaon. She flips, so double rare pack, Slash of Light. That card has been pretty good in draft. Just you get out those like the little the job cards where it's equipment and comes out with it as a hero. I feel like they've been pretty good, and you can kill a lot of stuff with that, and people pass it up quite a bit. Then we have Vincent Valentine. I got a Japanese search foil of him earlier today, which was pretty cool. I've gotten a few of those suplexes. And then we have, I don't recognize that. It's Hades. It doesn't say which game that's from. I don't recognize that particular incarnation of Hades. About Aerith to Rescue. Take 59 flights of stairs. I remember doing that manually the first time I did it. I think there was like a skip for it. So we have a double rare pack of Xanarkand and the Jill Sheepa's Dominant, which is also a flip. We have a Dragoon's Lance. This is that card where it goes really good with that Slash of Light. You play this out, and all of a sudden you have a creature and an equipment. So if you're playing those and you have that in your archetype, you can pretty quickly have a wide board, or at least a lot of cards that count towards the permanents that count towards the that ability there. So here we have Hero of Light with the Yoshitaka Mono art. I'm always so happy to see his art come up. I don't know if I've pulled any of his cards he did specifically for the set yet. We have a Jumbo Cactuar called the Mountain Chocobo in foil. Feels like we're about halfway through the box. We'll see if I can get this one open. Getting a little overrun with the wrappers. I open open my cards on my art desk, so I always have to clear off a space, and I always have a lot of art supplies all around me. We have a Garnet as Loran the Third Path. I'm not familiar with that card. Vigilance when Garnet till Alexandros the 17th enters, disrupt one target artifact or enchantment. Tap, you and target opponent each draw a card. Little group love, but it's also nice she has that enter the battlefield effect. We have Locke and Barrett, we have Anima, and then we have Genova, Ancient Calamity. And then we have a foil Venat, Heart of Hillen. I've seen a few of those in my opening so far. Only rat in the set. I'll have to see. I'm working on a rat deck for Commander on the side, and we'll see if it can make the cut. We have Ultima, Origin of Oblivion. I do have to say the frame looks really nice on this guy. Then we have a foil Summon Fat Chocobo. We'll just put that over with my foils, and we have our token and our land. I played the Limit Break Commander deck last night. It was a lot of fun. We have our Memories of Nibelheim Stroke of Midnight. One thing I thought there would be some of the lands. There's other lands that are in the deck, so like there's Final Fantasy VI Mountain in the deck, and I was kind of hoping they would have had all lands for Final Fantasy VII, so perhaps like Cosmo Canyon or something along those lines. We have just in those commander decks, just since they're a lot more expensive than other standard ones. Here we have Edgar, King of Figaro from Final Fantasy VI. We're down to about 8 packs. Whenever I count packs when I'm opening, I just quickly lose track of the count. I'll be like pack 5, and I say it out loud, and then I'll look through the cards, and then I'm like, cool, I don't know what comes after 5, or I don't know what I said before. We have Reno and Rude, some Fire Magic, Snow, Vanille, and there we go. That is definitely who I want to see. Some Tifa. Then we have a foil white Arasite. There, it's very reminiscent of that original art that you would see just in the original game. I'm sure it's in the instruction manual that I have over here for Final Fantasy VII that would just kind of show all the characters. And still remember opening that game and reading the instruction manual on the way home from Toys R Us, which is funny because I hadn't thought about where I bought it and since who knows when. We have Mr. Shadow and Interceptor. That art is sweet. I think I might try to collect some of those. I gotta be pretty close on them anyway, so. Just all these cards, they just make me so excited to just see the next one and see something new that I haven't seen yet. Tom Berry, he's, you know, you can have some shenanigans with him on attacking, I'm sure. And he's, you know, pretty cheap for a first strike death touch. So have a little attacker. This guy, I feel like he's a pretty good card. We have the Genji Glove, which is just such a good card. It's, yeah, like no complaints when I get to play with that. We have Aerith Rescue Mission in foil. We have Angelo with the Dark Star on the back. So two puppies right there. I don't think we're seeing too many mythics yet, or maybe I just haven't been. I've been so excited just to see the cards that I'm not even noticing when it's mythic or not. Here we have a Summon Titan. Somebody played this against me in the pre-release, and they did like it went bonkers. Like I was totally gonna win this match, and then they slammed me. It was like game 2 in my 3rd round, and yeah, it was pretty incredible. That player, she was pretty good. So here we have Furion. We have the SRAM Swordmaster. Always good to have this for your equipment deck. So welcome. Black Waltz, Evil Awaken. Here is our rares: Lindblum and Starting Town. So we have a 3 rare pack. So that's not bad. We have a foil Hecdize. I've also been using a Mana Box to track my collection, and I usually just enter everything digitally. But with the Final Fantasy Japanese ones I opened earlier today, I just did the scanner and it worked. It worked perfect. Some of them I had to change the version of them, but it would scan Vincent, but then I'd had to change it to the base set one. But it just works so nice. I haven't seen this van pop up, and there we go. We have a mythic Vivi. I'm happy to see our little robotic friend. The battle menu, and we have a Sephiroth One-Winged Angel emblem. I haven't seen that one yet, so we'll just put that over there. Yeah, that's pretty slick. I've gotten a few cards in here that I was really after, so if we can wrap up with a Sephiroth and a Cloud, which, I mean, let's not get the hopes up, but that'd be kind of a dream box or like a Ristic study. Let's see, here's what I'm talking about. There's another character from Final Fantasy 12 who didn't get a card, and I just can't remember his name off my head. But Van gets 2. This might have been a good way to just give another character their card, especially when they're part of the main cast. Shenling Seath. Then we have Arden the Usurper. I had him in draft last night, and when I got him out, he was brutal. He's super expensive, but he was fun. Vroom, I live on a pretty busy street, so there's not much I can do with the sound with my giant windows. We have a Summoner's Grimoire. Haven't seen this one. Job select equipped creature is a shaman in addition to its other types, and has whenever this creature attacks, you may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. If that card is an enchantment card, it enters tapped and attacking. That can obviously have some shenanigans involved. This looks like a Sin. Maybe there's a Sin Spirit's Punishment. So I don't know if maybe that's like an alternate art for Sin that I just haven't seen pop up yet. There's a lot of those cards that are not, and they're in the base set, but they're kind of alternate arts for different things. 3 packs left. We have Clive Rosfield. He's Vile Smasher the Fierce. Whenever you cast your first spell each turn, choose an opponent at random. Clive Rosfield deals damage equal to that spell's mana value to that player or a planeswalker that player controls. He has partner. I think somebody I played with last night was playing this guy. Because every time we played I felt like it was when I played a spell he said to me. So maybe there's another card that he was using. But it's a mythic. We'll take it. And we have a Balthair and Fran. We have a foil Town Greeter. I don't think in the play boosters that I've been doing very well on getting like any foil mythics. And I mean we're just probably at 2 unless I've mixed things up. This one is still, like I said, I get so excited just to see all the new things. We have Cloud of Darkness. We have Absolute Virtue as a mythic. Samurai's Katana. Gladyslam as foil. I've seen him pop up a few times. So last pack. Wish me luck. Oh man, let's kind of like savoring it. Crystal Fragments, and then we have Bartz and Boko as our rare, and a Dreams of Laguna foil, and then we have a one of the art cards, but with this little signature on there is Yasmat Ultimate Mark. I feel like that might be a newer summon, but thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, downvote. Let me know what you think. Did you guys get anything cool? Do you guys enjoying the set? Have you been able to get any? Yeah, we'll see you guys next time.